Yo, what the hell's going on with the internet, bro? Is it fucking up? Is the street fucking up?
That is true.
So don't men want trophy wives while women want sugar daddies?
Yes. I'd say that, yeah, guys do like someone that they can probably show off. They care about looks more than money, and the opposite for girls. What do you think, Tim?
I mean, personally, I think personality matters, but girls do chase the money. And I've heard it first person. Like, girls care about money.
So how is dating not just a loose form of prostitution?
It is. That's modern dating, is prostitution.
I mean, that's a good question. I mean, I'd say it's like consensual prostitution in a way.
Okay, well, why don't we just legalize?
Not all prostitution is consensual. There's nothing unconsensual about prostitution. They decide to do it. Why did you say that nonsense, guy? Bro, shave that mullet off, man.
If it's already happening.
Maybe because it entice like trafficking and stuff like that. So I'd say there's probably like a bad side if you just call it prostitution.
There's gonna be trafficking regardless if it's legal or not. That's such a dumb thing to say.
It's more of like a social, like, it's accepted social.
It's a social construct. You know what? You know, prostitution is one of the oldest professions of all time. People have been doing it in the Wild West, even in the days of Jesus in 2000 BC. Prostitution is the oldest profession. Money, pussy. But now it's problematic. If it was still allowed, do you think that all these girls would make absolutely no sense, or would there be more competition? If prostitution was normalized, wouldn't we not put up with all the bullshit we put up with to get some stinky coochie?
To say it's dating instead of prostitution.
I feel like a woman, when I date a guy that doesn't have a job, doesn't have any type of goals in his life, and I feel like a dude has to have a female that his friends want to fuck. Because if your friends don't want to fuck her, he ain't finna be with her.
So do you think it's generally true that like men are looking for trophy wives and women are looking for sugar daddies?
Yeah, I do.
How is that different than prostitution?
It's not.
I mean, prostitution is like a business. I feel like
it's a business, but now we're all pretending like it's not. We can't say it because it hurts their feelings, but it is. I pay for everything, and no girl pays for a date. And girls give up coochie for one dinner from a guy they met on Tinder.
Whore.
You know, it's business. That's the whole different thing.
Well, how is that different than love that's transactional?
Nothing.
I mean, because I feel like a woman.
Prostitution should be normalized. WRL chat. If prostitution was normalized, bro, I would not be fucking putting up. No difference. Why is it that like when I meet up a girl just for breakfast or something like that, it's just assumed that I pay? Why? We both eating the same food. You didn't say anything the whole time that was interesting. I'm paying for your presence. I'd rather pay for head. Spend fucking $40 so that you could take a picture of a bagel? Goofy? Nah, what am I doing? I'm paying to be around you? And you fucked a different guy last week. Ain't no difference. W prostitution, man.
A woman can marry a man, and yeah, she married him because of his money, but eventually she get to grow and learn of him like for who he is, or at least love the kids that he provides for her. But a prostitute, you know, she just in it for a transaction, 5 minutes tops, 10-minute tops, and there you go.
What are your thoughts on the expression "every man pays for sex"?
Okay, and that's a true expression. But all the guys who said L to prostitution, what else does she bring? What else, what's the difference between a prostitute and one of these girls? What's the difference? Is she funnier? Is she more interesting? You know who's actually some of the most interesting women I've ever met? Strippers. Because they have life experience. They've interacted with a lot of people. Strippers are some of the most funny people. Sex workers are funny. Not all OnlyFans girls. But I'll say sex workers who interact with people on a regular basis know how to be funny. They stop giving a fuck. They know their worth. They know their value is their body. These girls don't know it. They just gotta walk around and pretend like they got more, but you don't.
Like when a guy's at a bar and he's buying a girl drinks, he's not doing that because he likes you or like knows anything about you. He wants to take you home.
Okay, so do you feel like a guy can't just like genuinely buy you a drink without like a woman thinking that there's a secret agenda? Or
no, I think a guy can buy you a drink. I think there's some guys that are going out without any wrong intentions. I think there are some people that just want to go out and have a good time and talk to people. I don't think it always means that they want to have sex with you and take you home.
See, like I always tune out when they start talking. What the hell did she just say?
Depends on the person.
If a guy wants to have sex with you eventually, is that necessarily the wrong intentions?
Well, how would I know if he eventually wants to have sex with me?
We all do. You see how they make no sense? At least strippers and prostitutes know what the game is. They know their worth. They get to walk around delusional now. Someone donated, said, like, back in the day, when prostitution was legal, there was no such thing as limps. There was no OnlyFans. There weren't guys on Twitch giving up their whole bank account. My bad. There weren't guys on Twitch giving up their whole bank accounts to Pokimane. There weren't limping back then. Men were men. Now men are all, I love you. Here's my, can you send me a towel that you sneezed on? Can I have your bathwater, Belle Delphine? Here's $1,000 for some bathwater. Jesus Christ.
Well, wouldn't he be talking to you for any other reason other than the fact that...
I'm not going to assume that a man...
No, a guy would talk to you other than sex.
Well, no, I'm just saying, isn't that typically why guys approach women? Is they eventually want to get sex?
I don't agree with that.
I do.
Oh my God, you're so dumb. You're so dumb. You're so dumb. What else am I talking to you for? Chat, tell her. I don't really think so. There's 3,000 people in here. What else are we going to talk to this bitch for other than head? What else? Your charm? Because you're funny? I want to know your outfit? Oh, because I want to know your astrology sign? What else?
Yeah.
I'm naive.
Well, okay, do you
complicated,
believe that men initially do really nice things for women because they eventually want sex?
Yes.
Off the bat, maybe.
I'd rather pay a prostitute so she leaves when we're done, rather than sit here and put a bunch of money into a chick and then taking her out for nice dinners, buying her shit, and you get the same result in the end anyway. You're still paying for pussy.
What is the difference between a man being a provider and a sugar daddy?
Sugar daddy pays for your shit.
Yeah. Sugar daddy pays for like unnecessary
And
stuff.
a man
like,
being
provider,
a provider
is
is like
stuff you
a hubby
need. Like they care about you. They're giving you.
So they all want a sugar daddy so that they can get their nails done, so that they can get flued out. And they all want that. They want a sugar daddy because they're all into nothing. They're all materialistic now. They all want to get their plastic. They want to get their body done. You know, every girl now thinks that like, I got my body done, and they become a baddie. You not a baddie. You mid. You still mid. Just because you got a bunch of plastic surgery doesn't make you a 10. Ugh.
Things because they care about you.
because they want to provide for.
Wait, that guy said W. What'd he say? I wasn't even listening.
Maybe.
I'd rather pay a prostitute so she leaves when we're done, rather than sit here and put a bunch of money into a chick and then taking her out for nice dinners, buying her shit, and you get the same result in the end anyway.
Facts.
It's generally true that men seek...
Because they care about you.
Because they want to provide for
Facts,
you.
bro.
So do you think it's generally true that men seek trophy wives and women seek sugar daddies?
Definitely.
So how is dating not just a loose form of prostitution?
It's a business, that's for sure.
Transaction?
Transactional.
Don't a lot of men want trophy wives while a lot of women want sugar daddies?
All these girls want sugar daddies. All of them want to get flued out. All of them want to get their body done. All of them want to get lip fillers. All of them follow Kim Kardashian. All of them believe in astrology. All of them think they're empaths. All of them have TikTok and scrolling it all day. All of them take 3 hours to get ready. All of them think they're feminists. All of them hate Trump. All of them think men are trash. And all of them are going to see this and still believe in their nonsense.
Yes. Yeah.
So how is dating not just a loose form of prostitution?
Whoa! Look how logic is so brilliant at pointing out their dumbness, bro. It's Complicated Channel. Check it out. He got 5 girls, 5 queens. I was about to call them another B word. He got 5 queens to all look stupid with one question.
I mean, I don't date.
Well,
I'm not a date.
what's
I don't date.
the difference between a sugar baby, a prostitute, and a gold digger?
You getting money.
Is someone who's strictly sex for money. A gold digger is strictly
Sex for money.
trophy wife for money, basically. And
Sex for money.
sugar baby is someone who just gets money and has, if they
Sex for money.
have to do a couple things for it, then they
Sex for money.
do a couple things for it. But that comes with no strings attached, so there's no like.
You know how many young girls nowadays in Gen Z are like on those websites where they go on dates for seeking arrangements and shit like that? All of them. And they think it's okay because their friends do it. Yeah, I would do it. I would go on a dinner with an old guy and maybe give him head. Because I want a Birkin. You're just a whore. Man. Sorry.
What do they all have in common?
Sex.
Sex for resources, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how is dating not just a loose form of prostitution?
I guess it is. Ideally, it wouldn't be, but I mean, women are in for the money. I mean.
Okay.
They've never thought about this once because we tell them it's empowering.
So why don't we just legalize it if it's already happening?
That's a great question.
Maybe a sugar baby is that it's more like longer term and kind of like drawn out. Well, prostitution's maybe like a one-night thing. And then what was the last one?
So yeah, a prostitute is a one-night thing, quick transaction, but that's looked down upon. But a sugar baby who does it for her whole life, that's cool. Go ahead. A trophy wife, whole life, get married to a guy that's just paying for your pussy. Why is that okay? But one little quick transaction, $50 for some top. Why is that? That's disgusting. That's gross. Why do you think you would? Why would? That's way better. Don't you want to get wifed up to a nice girl and then once in a while just get $50 this? Like, why is that looked down upon, chat? Stop saying L to prostitution when dating is the same thing.
Gold digger.
A gold digger? I'd say they haven't gotten. Oh, I don't know. Tim, what do you think?
I mean, gold digger's just going for the money. It can last for as long as you want or as like short as you want.
Well, what do they all have in common?
Money. I'd say they're all looking for money.
Sex for money.
In exchange for for sex, yeah.
So how is dating not just a loose form of prostitution?
I don't think it.
He got everybody with that question. He got everybody. How many of you in the chat flipped? How many of you said, no, prostitution is disgusting? How many of you flipped just based on a couple questions when it's really revealed that it makes no sense? Because dating is the same thing in the West.
It is because I think dating is, I mean, there's all forms of dating, really. There's dating where it's just for sex, really. And then there's also dating where someone really loves the other person.
Yeah.
If a man has friends, doesn't want kids, hires a maid and hires a prostitute, why would a man need a woman?
Exactly. They have all of their needs taken care of. That's why I bought a dildo and a vibrator.
Why are there so many women today who say they don't need a man?
Wow, that is a good question. Because there's so many men, quote unquote, tricking and wanting to come out the pockets to buy a woman. So if you after you do that so many times, I would feel like, you know, if they're good with their money and balancing out their careers and stuff like that, they don't need a man after a while, because a lot of women feel like they're more superior than us as a human. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel that same way, though, in my opinion.
Why is it when men think they're superior to women, we call it chauvinism, but when women think they're superior,
it's empowerment.
Call it empowerment?
Wow,
I knew it.
That's a great question. That's a great question. I don't know. I think it's just the way the times has changed. We had a lot of better quality women back in the days when we first started getting that information. But, you know, our grandmothers, and they're not around a lot of times to even keep that going and teach the women how a quality of a man is better than, you know, what he can actually give you.
So why are so many people asking where have all the good men gone, but nobody's asking where have all the good women gone?
Right, because the good men are sitting at home waiting for a woman to get back while the woman is out in Vegas.
Someone in the chat just said some dumb shit that I want to point out. People always have the same arguments with this. Someone said, who broke SHNEAKO's heart? Every man who ends up taking the red pill wants to fall in love. We all do. We want to have kids. We love women. It's not that my heart got broken. It's that all of you are annoying. All women say the same nonsense. All of you are predictable. All of you want lip fillers. All of you say the same garbage, and all of you are feminists. All of you are always victimizing yourself in a world where you have all the power. You didn't break my heart. You're just annoying. You take all my time, you take all my energy, you act up all the time, you think toxic is a personality trait, so I just want you to get away from me. Western women are done. It's messing up the whole fucking thing. America's, man, it trickles down. Someone started it from the top. This guy's saying right here that it's like the lack of a parent or something like that. I don't think it is. You know what I think it is? I think it's your phone. I think it's brainwashing. I think it's the programming. I think it's everything that goes on. Everybody going to protests, all the feminism movement, the ideas that trickle down from the top. All the woke people. Oh my God, why do I keep lagging this fucking bitch, bro? Damn, son.